Good morning and welcome to my Cloffice. When I was a kid, I knew this amazing evangelist from England. His name was Gary Gibbs. And I remember seeing him do this icebreaker thing when he would start to speak. And he would stand up in front of everyone and he would put up his hands like this and he would go, 1, 2, 3. And then he would, 2, 3. And he would go on back and forth to get everyone's attention. Well, I was thinking the other day about that. Actually, I was just thinking today about it and how if God was to do that, God would go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Because God is a God of multiplication. We just finished Hanukkah and we were talking about the miracle of light and how the oil was supposed to last for one night of lighting the menorah, but it lasted for 8 nights. And there was a miracle that took place in order for the priest to have time to make new oil. The oil that should have only lasted one night lasted for 8 nights. And so I started thinking about this miracle that takes place. And through the Bible, there's so many miracles of multiplication, like when the boy just has the fish and the loaves, and there's that miracle where Jesus feeds the thousands. It actually happens twice. And there's the miracle of the widow who has the oil, just enough stuff to make like a loaf, and then that's it. Her and her son are going to die of starvation. But because they give that to the prophet, God does a miracle, and it lasts her and lasts her and lasts her and lasts her until she doesn't need it anymore. And how about the most amazing multiplication is through the Old Testament. They did sacrifices to cover their sins and atonement and that sort of thing. But Jesus, one sacrifice, one Savior, was sacrificed, gave his life to cover every sin, major multiplication, covering every sin. And I want to encourage you today, because God is a God of multiplication. So what do you need in your life him to multiply? What little thing do you have to offer and you're holding on to it because that's all you have? But really, you need God to multiply it. You need a miracle. I want to encourage you today, whatever little thing you have, whatever little bit of greatness or last thing that you're holding on to, I want to encourage you to be all in, to give it all to Jesus and see what amazing miracle he will do from this one little bit to multiply it to be amazing, to be huge. God is in the business of multiplying for his greatness and for his glory. So I encourage you today to be all in. Give everything you have to him, no matter how small it might seem, and see how the Lord multiplies it. Have an amazing day, and God bless.